journalism is a discipline of verification. That is my definition of a journalism, or definition of journalism. I believe that as journalists, three thematic areas are three. We gatekeep and pay because you don't frame and can James Eugene Becaway and I become men are deciding ya may becca. So that means I'm a gatekeeper. If I say I'm a gatekeeper, I mean, can't some multimedia a pon soft what she be bottom. And by some children say, men are me deciding ya may becca. Again, be a scorekeeper. I look at bang, also obey say. To me the baton say, and she right, look at kind of obey. Again, me a watchdog. Watchdog, Teresa Crama then or Boquine, or Shaquine Sunny and someone named Cosso. And to say, Obi Yadi be a medamenity taho. And let's call keep on her confused, or keeping in your waka. And I may carry after Sunny Oka and why. But watchdog go near Cramine. A demania to taho. And nam no baby than at the hole. Oh, Beffy and one for crime person I've by me bob. This week, Mene Unyaka to a cocoa. Me idea papa we and I'm so and you is it that one cabinet meeting and I say on any boss who ning come me kind as usual for one day they be a mecca someone who focus on movie brain I do my way beyond me yet and say I look at them in him to Canada make us say Ghana had you my amount for anybody meaning some men come back and I we try roof me a bed and then the amount for the Joe. And I'm a cameraman here, but you see, with time and hindsight, they agreed or time vindicated my position strongly. You name the matters of the OSP. Let me start by saying this. I may Eugene Osei-Tutu. I feel say OSP, I'm disappointed in certain things. For example, on pushing. As a do baby, me feel say there's too much showmanship. You see, to send me dinner here, Jumana May, Francis the baby me mic, I look at Nebby mic and at least I must have some courtesy in relating to this. But as sometimes when we I say, I better remember sono dosun. There's showmanship between you and Dano Abuame. There's too much show, and you may be one can say or Menesoka Crano. As or person or Casa home be bidodo. You see. That has always been my issue. As well as I can offer at some of the catchers or train laptops to be a computer. And interestingly, a brass has some never talk about Attorney General or trend docket. So we can only who say docket and I read with Attorney General. So without the media, without the bashing, Nanka docket Nanka and you're ready. I look at say, and she right. Uno be yadiana at this pushing why be and as I don't know not why you're reluctant so obey. Because it is possible. And I say be a coincidental say the backlash, and a Jumana be any be shy. So me have my personal issue with it. But me can't let you know. And let's not forget the coincidence or the time series, sorry. President Mahama Shian Peace Council and I look to account same way. Yeah. Or say it is premature to call for the scrapping of the OSP President Mama. Time no way man John I'm posting at 3:56 p.m. Me or show me YouTuber. Me posted video now around 6 p.m. So the letter came after the call president. And President Mama can't be. My catch was me, I didn't want to share a sentence. I want to quote to them so that you don't paraphrase and quote out of context. Or say people believe that Attorney General will be very reluctant to prosecute his own. Article 88, Okanya, Jeff, they made the man short better to come presentation. It is explicit, say, about prosecutorial authority. Yeah, the Nhyira come Attorney General. In fact, I looked at 2018, year passed the Office of Social Prosecutor Bill. No? The bill, and said the bill should emanate from the Attorney General's office. Now the 2 minute constitution, the man no be and no pone hon kakra. Enfema, always we no venye the Juma. President Mahama say, "O believe this Attorney General no, a man for Kase because of a cabinet minister, because on one and the MPs na ekoba, on one and the ministers, on and the colleagues, they are prosecutor bedding. It's a for body bimra or no prosecutorial powers. And the literature in Ghana, there were only 2 bodies that was out to me. The original power, no pono kakrama OSP, no, and OSP then a corruption and corruption related offences. During one, would the Chalutemini 88:1. There shall be an Attorney General who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to the government. The Attorney General shall discharge their other duties of a legal nature as may be referred or assigned to him by the President or imposed on him by the Constitution or any other law. The Attorney General shall, and there's a mandamus, be responsible or for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offences. So, eti train and no kakra, and no dia koma kisia jabi and obi about be OSP as a fadia way. Now, juma specifically for corruption and corruption-related offences. And then Yoko organized crime. And Yoko onya stricto corruption-related, but I say organized corruption-related. They do bit me abem. Sometimes they overlap a little bit. So that is the preamble. Now look at it. Nhyira. But if there is an independent office like the Office of Special Prosecutor, it won't matter who you are, because you have the security of tenure and prosecutorial authority to act. People want to see more prosecution and more results. I will just urge.
I will just urge
the OSP to speed up some of these investigations and show that the office is still very relevant. Aluta, pressure OSP na pressure in this in our tomorrow. Okay, oba for front we know ye presentation almost 2D, almost can be 30-something billions. As I'm catch us say it was a mistake they did. Pressure need be.
I fondly remember.
Akrani and I when you gave.
Give me a different example.
Oh, I know the baby later.
There are so many.
Week na golden bean and moko lunch. I looked at following week or Lancaster. I looked at you. The third week, look at one Nico Ken was a good time. But to be my old and say, as I did, as I assassin one. Yeah, causes and from cases, no. And the present mamma now, who said the phrase, no, Jitum say, the thinking behind the Office of Special Prosecutor has some relevance. Per my deductions of this. Again, I also believe he said the delays in prosecution is what is fueling the conversation about scrapping it or not. But this year, Attorney General, when you saw per ransom, case and we're prosecuting. The main office, FIC. Yoko abutre komo chain na say nya bia na initiative na Yoko ye na FIC ye den o kan komo so ye bo about scandal me catch you say e o na we have fiscal na nya na hia me on the state institutions. Aluta Attorney General of this year even why so my position was that me who lieutenant na enkrofo be so mo ye did they speak to their boss because Aluta na sana na man for fan tra na nya tra. This is a leader of government business. Can you tell me, say, take a monumental decision, say, yo, Kukrentumi, Yenchum, or some country, Jimiagra. This is a private business, and this is a governance. This is a nation building. Tell me who you are, I'm saying, Akokwa, two things, on cabinet meeting. And I said, you're and one more President Mahama. Because if you conferred with your boss before you filed this agent, and this, you know what was even shocking? The bill wasn't just filed in Parliament, it was filed under a certificate of agency. Now, my predict is that it will cause Mahama issue. And I actually linked it to a President for the LGBTQ. NDC played them people who are not too late. So okay. Yeah. Oh, and this is when PC will cross support to do review on passive, you know. Now, but such a president people out of and you all know the issues. In fact, some of the people of Christian extraction and Muslim extraction, they believe in the ethos, the doctrines of religiosity. Because of Sanema Nemano. Meboa. To me, Casa went to more pass and a papai as some king. Now the bill no command and no one sign. That's one of my I trophy. Then the letter came. And then the president mama feels 2 years. On one minimum, Ediano with the money do more consort man. Umukose ya babuano. And is a letter inherent in a red royal letter. Yes, something president mama can or say, Mama can second prior say. The president's request follows a public expression of support for the strengthening of the Office of Special Prosecutor as a vital cog. Look at it for saying. yɛkasa biribi yɛ vital a ɛtwi yɛbɛka ne sɛn ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɛsombo ɛwɔ significance ɛwɔ mpɛmpɛnsuo bi a ɛho hia ɔse ɔno president mama ne ho sɛ yɛboa OSP na ɛyɛ vital cog in the fight against corruption at a meeting of the peace council yesterday. It will be a here, but you are deep a vital. To say your moji away, a vital, that is how the presidency. So if indeed the leader of government is conferred with them, he would have told him this. Again, or say the president also reiterates his call on the Office of Special Prosecutor to do more to boost public confidence in its work and frontally tackle corruption in line with objectives informing the establishment of the office. Onyadia, tell it to
yeah.
Jimmy bet me I put your bet me kuku bet Eugene, and then the idea one nade where you know from. Yes, a sound. What I say, but won't win no. And again, I looked at the because he said the optics of politics. You see, politics is not just who's are there president mama what he be before a PR gimmick.
Yes, I listened to Kujokon.
Yes,
so, but he actually compared two scenarios.
Yeah,
was it's either say a confusion now set it up in government and parliament or a PR gimmick. Yes,
but Luther, either way it is, this letter corrects that to an extent. Right? Because I even spoke before Kojo say, is it that he didn't go to cabinet or didn't inform the president? Now, the president has, you see, he didn't just say withdraw the letter and left it there. He actually elevated the significance of the Office of Special Prosecutor. And see, into a man now, a Jimmy Cross office, the Hunhian was a catcher of the main presidency, a Hunhian mammy.
Is there a disconnect between this the presidency and parliament?
There is clearly. I know that. Oh, Chakuri Munsem. Such a monumental program. I mean, common sense doesn't make sense. Now, you chop money class, or you can't do no ben watch. And we have few domestic affairs. So clearly, there was a confusion somewhere. But at least the president has fixed that confusion. And I looked at Utie Tamalete and Bine, honestly. Oshong may be a woman. Transparency International and the relevancy, they were all unhappy because then, so that led me to what? Then I can't about what? The optics of politics. You see, it may be seen as if say, can you begrudge anybody who says that? There be because we won't yen and ya no. Let's say, be a usro say, Oma what's now obey a baby. So if you disagree with the posture of the man or anything, there are processes of removing them. Near to me, Chief Justice and Officer of Nhyira. Ghana, ye NCC cheddar. Ye easy cheddar. They all had tenants of office. But why you didn't hear Phyllis? I didn't know it's not a little bit because you're more point to be. If you walk 5 year crowd, who KPIs. You see, because your governance, no, ye be anyway in the free. You're quite a rally or bantama or 2 won't be. You must have a party T-shirt. So many I don't talk of 5 years. Okay, we're tempting. Or your Juma, or bet me abuame, or your motherly, or your dutiful, or attribute. And see about 2021 August. Or update is needed. You can say you prosecute 10 cases a year. Your finance and any why you take a 1 year. Yeah, you would. I look at me KPIs that they are making a new. They are measurable things. Yeah, the tools and we can measure.
Key performance indicators.
Key performance indicators.
I quite to say, unfortunately, but this is my thinking and this is how I feel. Since establishment of the office, we hear Martin Alamisi, Kaiser Amidu Di Kanbaye, and Kisia Jabia Wabaya. Kase ya yo de sin adwuma because the era no sa double salaries in sense be by. Then you have Obi I say one the special prosecutor. Now we're back into the media space to say adwuma no person na been a machiri panacho. Then eventually no I resign Elibu be the then president, so the mother serpent of corruption. I said the tenure of Martin Amudu was a waste of time and waste of space as far as the office is concerned. Kisie Jabe in Swaba. So I can't say about 2 man.
Yeah.
This is an office I the amount, a virgin office of a sort. First person now resign. To buy and a lawyer of your caliber. Our mining GD room they share one. What is right, you maintain it. What is wrong, you right the wrongs. But you don't come out to sing say Ankwan ma oye between already know right from the word go.
That's what we
can you concede this? You na obey na nkasa no. En function sans obi ama. To the say oye nia between. Wa anye bi na e be ka bibi. So from we say oye literature kakra say the character of a character is known through what he says, what he does, and what is said about him. But you know important part near oye in your because what is said about him, sometimes it's not objective.
It can be subjective.
Because just I mean, opa dear you make us munyano, but say me no kwafua, and I make us say me was no. We say me but what he is doing is good. But if you take the two of them, their pronouncement, what they do, I am not impressed at all.
And I make I say there's too much showmanship.
Yes.
A Jumano nyom with the same flyers and you see. For me, he should take a cue from this. No more Meduma. Because I look at her. Accident the BCC, Crawford course to name a woman in Uber criminal corruption. Her public accounts committee on Mutu. I cannot fathom how. Say a corruption related offenses. Into a budget man where Diabroswa is a corruption or corruption related offenses. Ama, human right. Aluta, me no deny.
Nhyira
Maria nani we are. And no more fees. Oh, misappropriation. Now you be the one for soon. Just prosecute the person. So, you want to look at to me, your greatest paralysis when it comes to the development, development, leadership, corruption, any MMDCs. Name developing. Sika ye dey and sometimes we take cases Nancy corruption scandal no move. And that brings me to the last leg of my conversation. I feel that sometimes in our commentaries we weaken state agencies, and it's because of the politicians themselves. They are the PROs for the police service, the EC, and almost every state agency. Omu defend omu action bi omu ko position be no say omu pay asem. And what's the deal? OSP issue started from MPPO. NNDC for no, they couldn't read the political game and they joined. And the president read and stopped it. It would have been a calamity. The office is barely 8 years. Let them make the mistakes. Let them learn from it. Whilst we are also criticizing them. And then OSP, I'm disappointed. I know who is also criticizing. You see, when you have that approach, then you are making a me. I want for you to thank you, may reply. Because you see, when you become synonymous with praises for your work, that's the day you keep declining. I look at that. Nipa de, every amount for be car wansem. But that's on who is answer. O can answer man ask for person be responding. And you see, nipa said the luta. The man who church is same. The man now boom to crew.
That is where you even implicate yourself.
Exactly. So just do your job. Let the minister back one. Aluta can come to me. The best performing minister in this government, Tato Forcing. Already in the budget now, 2 days interview. What an Kasebi. Tato Forcing, say, open audios, I had
and then no crown, he was very picky in places of court. Very, very picky.
Mekaya or Joy first.
Yes.
I let you know, Cool City. And no call TV3. No call UT. Not call Wezo. Best 6 years. What the minister said, Sam George. Let's go there.
Nhyira FM.
But I told her, see, the Facebook, say, you see, Casa do no, and the problem be brew. So they should just shut up and do their job. Make sure budget allocation. Osha charts na joy at the buy na. Akosoro.
Yes.
Say be a won yes kabia. Go to the president.
Nhyira FM.
cause you are careful. You benya yes say na nkofo na ni agi o. O ma face ka no. Ba no bi try do fan. Enti me ni enhaw. Na onye dwuma ma Ghana. No hu se na dey wa ho kan no. Adwuma wo ye bia de. Obi be kasa ho. Aluta. President Mahama ye di na tem. The wo ye di wa tem asabi o na na esi.
Yes. The on that no. I think so we ye di kan di home come but say is it also possible? Once politicians, so sometimes they do try and error.
Yeah, they fly the kite.
Is it possible, say, you met tested the pulse of Ghanaians anyway, say an attempt to scrap this office in Abefa?
Oh,
but if you're more uproar, no, then you should this approach.
I look at me need any objective research to back near Okano. But on my channel, the critical analysis on YouTube, me who are DB. OSP no very unpopular.
Extremely.
Oh, they see we na pay. Also, be pick causes. They just ask them. Or very unpopular, and the unpopularity. Eugene, me nyɛ sure say nka problem basa. Nka be critical serious so. Nhyira Transparency International Corruption Fighting Index na be ba a form kakra. But I think say the general population, you know, nka support to remove ban. But me can say look. You see sometimes, and you let the blood flow. No?
Yeah.
Say years later, we say sabi and some phone here did. What you say? So it's not be a popular. Yes, maybe politicians they will always fly the kite. They always fly the kite. They may as well say be a bit my beer. But when you remove an attorney general for over 140 years, FIC, Omunian Abuchi can not automate to talk us about cream.
Nhyira.
Nintendo maker, and as me defend he said, I've always established my displeasure for no one. But Bank of Ghana, Abuchi can and Sikan is in so soon ever and a bank never.
Or say, in known banks are more friends with some key people.
Justice Ministry. Evidence man so why now on your woman implicating any evidence on social media. There was some semblance of believability in it. It's young Google Bank of Ghana.
Nhyira.
Say robbery cause so is police and me about it. You go police station or not. There be you strengthen. Say na me pet the president mama. You strengthen. Nti akoko say alu say na bedu baby aye be strengthen. See e kan na mu nya de a. Na e den. Na nipa no wo ne asesa no.
Okay.
That is my issue. But you don't scrap the entire office. So that would be my first submission. My second